you're technically a project manager now.
Yes.
And Joe is president of the company. At what
Correct.
point was there like a transition? And was there a transition? I even working here for 3 or 4 months, I always, see your name. Thanks. See, obviously Hoffman Weber is part of the name, but
Well, we decided years ago that someone had to be the chief decision maker. Because we weren't always going to agree on everything. And like Joe told me, it's like, if I'm running the company, someday I might make a decision that could destroy us as a family,
Thankfully, I haven't.
No, it's been great. But he just says, I don't want your livelihood. Basically, we don't want to be fighting with each other about these decisions.
yeah.
And I agreed wholeheartedly. And honestly, it was probably his mother and my wife who took it harder than anyone when we split up that power.
Really?
Well, she loved the idea of it being a family company, which it still is. But I told her it was time for me to step away and take a step back and actually do what I like doing. I like being out in the field. I'm not great on computers. I can sit behind a desk for maybe a half hour before I have to go do something. So it's a good fit, I guess. Long story short.
And the way that you worked with customers and treated customers, is that carried over to the way that...
Well, I'll just take a 5-second break.
It's getting harder.
I mean, my mouth feels like I feel like
These
a dragon
are
right
insane.
now.
These are hot. These are
I mean,
hot enough, but these are super hot.
Yeah.
But to answer your question before you ask it,
you know the question I'm going to ask?
no,
I need a hockaloogie right now. I don't know if that's appropriate.
go off screen. No,
You can cut it out.
That had to happen.
I think
It had to happen.
It goes back to my parents and the way I was raised. They raised me to be a nice person and to treat people fairly. And that's just how not bragging, but that's how I've tried to be my whole life. And when Joe saw that, I think he thought, that's pretty cool. And that's how we should run our company. And that's how we do run the company. I mean,
Yep.
You ask anyone who works for us, it's be kind to people.
You're like at least 7 bites behind.
I'm dying. I have tears running down my
I'm starting to
face.
see a strategy.
I talk too much.
So there's,
Oh my
so
God.
so that value that was instilled in you early on is something that's been drilled in really to the company core values.
Absolutely.
now,
From
even
day
to
one.
This day.
I'll see another.
At what year was it that transition actually happened? Because I've heard a lot of things like 1994, 2004. I know it wasn't 94.
That wasn't 94.
Joe's my age.
No.
Is that a honk?
They're not coming for us. Don't worry.
Well, John started John Weber Construction in '92.
Right. I was 28 years old when I started it, I think,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, I
It's in
started
there.
working on the crew in about '98. We incorporated. Thank you. We incorporated in 2004. Is when we incorporated and formed. That's when I became a minority partner. And then I think it was, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago or so that we.
Was it always windows, siding, and roofs? Was it? I know we've
It
talked.
was mostly windows and, not windows. It was mostly roofing and siding at first.
Yeah.
Because I came from a siding background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was a sider for years before I started. These are hot, dude. My tongue is on fire.
Like something just came up and
Nice.
torched my throat.
I think Derek's regretting the number of questions he had.
I got 2 more.
That's it?
Actually, I feel a little bit stronger than I thought I was. I don't know if because he's been sitting in the office for a while, they're a little bit colder.
I feel a little bit weaker than I thought I was. I went into this with a lot of hubris.